the sort of effort at guilt by association that arose with respect to Minister Saldivar in the context of the Mason case, I think has been spent in consequence of the effluxion of time. Hard though people dug, hard though they tried, there has emerged absolutely no evidence of any kind of relationship that was improper between Minister Saldivar and the now infamous or notorious Mr. Mason.
Time, it seems, does heal all wounds. In August of 2016, when the National Security Ministry was split, Prime Minister Dean Barrow said he couldn't risk having once and future Minister John Saldivar in charge during the William Danny Mason investigation after the extent of their relationship surfaced. He even suspended him for a week in October of that year, pending legal advice on new revelations about their partnership in a previous version of his sporting franchise, Biltmore Bandits. With the alleged con artist and accused murderer and his henchmen now safely behind bars, the Prime Minister said it was time the Biltmore area rep came in from the cold. Also returning to Belize City's streets to assist police are the Belize Defence Force.
The details of the collaboration will be worked out between the two bodies, but very clearly this will mean that there will be more boots on the ground and that more effective coverage can be deployed as a way of trying to contain and in fact prevent some of what has been taking place.
Under Section 18 of the Constitution, the Governor-General will be asked to declare public emergency areas under terms to be defined by the security agencies. This, according to the Prime Minister, is intended to go further than the 2011-12 declarations made under the Crime Control and Criminal Justice Act, coincidentally in the same area in which this weekend's murders took place.
What we had previously used entitled the police to arrest people, but to detain them only for the limited 48-hour period that the Constitution in fact mandates. Under the emergency declaration, we're going to be very careful and act only on the scrupulous research and advice given by the Attorney General's Ministry, but we believe that we will be able to go beyond just that 48 hours in terms of, as it were, immobilizing those that we feel need to be taken off the streets at a particular juncture and for a particular period to, in fact, resist any upsurge in criminal violence and in murder.
Well, it's not all sticks across the back, as the Prime Minister endorsed efforts to reach out to the criminal element through community policing.
There has to be an effort made to restore trust between the Belize Police Department and the neighborhoods and the citizens they serve. And together with hard policing, the intervention exercises must continue. Efforts at conciliation must continue. a serious attempt must be made to win hearts and minds.
At this point, it is much easier said than done. Aaron Humes reporting for News 5.